It looks like you've got sort of a lot going on in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm just doing what I can.
Now, I don't mean to be rude, but I do smell something that's a little bit poopy.
Something tells me this cooking competition is gonna get a little dicey. Hello and welcome to Comedy, the podcast that helps you find new, emerging, and undiscovered independent comedy podcasts. I'm Greg, the host and curator of Comedy. Today's featured episode is from PodCube. PodCube is a clean, absurdist, improvised sketch show about eavesdropping throughout the known universe, past, present, and future. If you like today's episode, make sure to check out the episode description for links to subscribe. All right, we're going to get this show started, but first, a quick word from our sponsors.
Begin.
Let's get a cookin'! Welcome back to Cookin', the new hit streaming TV show on Twibbie. My name is Chuck Cutberry, and you're tuning in for the ending of Season 3. We're down to just 2 contenders, and today is Tiramisu Tuesday. Before we get into the hot cooking action, why don't we take a moment to reacquaint ourselves with our 2 contestants.
My name is Chef Naples, Florida. I grew up in a small suburb right outside of Des Moines. My whole family cooked. I sort of grew up in a foodie family. My dad is the owner and head chef at Lily Pad on Main, one of the most popular restaurants in Des Moines. James Beard winner, best restaurant Iowa for the last 16 years. So, I learned a lot about food from a young age. I kind of got to go help in the kitchen. And with all of my experience, when I was 18, I was able to step right in as a sous chef and quickly work my way up to chef de cuisine. It all just kind of fell right into place. I was able to take 5 years off. I decided to go to the Culinary Institute of America, and then I also went to the French Culinary Institute in France. I got to travel Spain for about 4 months. I got to go to Japan. I worked in a ramen shop for a while, and then a yakitori shop for a while, really learning the ins and outs, flavor profiles of all the places that I traveled. I came back, and now I'm part owner of Lily Pad on Main, and I've been cooking professionally for the last 24 years.
Hi, my name is Rolo Dillby. I work part-time at a couple of stores. I actually have 3 jobs right now. It's been a bit of a struggle, but I've been cooking my whole life. When I was real young, my late father would teach me how to bake and how to cook. I miss him, but I pour my heart into my cooking with him. And my kids and my wife, they love when I cook for them. Well, they used to, until the accident. We lost everything. The house, both of the cars, the debt stacked up. My wife and my 4 children, we're living in a motel right now. We pretty much eat cereal, and I'm hoping that by winning this, I'll be able to use that money to get us back on our feet.
Touching stories all around. 2 very deserving contestants going head-to-head on Tiramisu Tuesday here on Cookin'. Tune in after this commercial break to get to the hot cooking action.
Coming soon to Twibbie On Demand, the world's first family-friendly, extremely violent mobster show, The Chosen Older Relative.
You mean to tell me that this pair of cargo jean shorts waltzed in here on poker night all nights and took my chunky angel figurine?
Take it easy, Lenny. No need to blow your top.
I'm fuming.
What you gonna do about it, y'all bunch of spaghetti slurping sleepover babies?
Did you see me flip that table?
Lenny, cool it, man. This dairy farmer ain't worth it.
I'm mad. I'm a real angry butthead.
Listen up, you little rhinestone-studded baby car seat. I'll break your itchy legs in half so fast you won't even know what happened. I'll feed them to your silly kids.
This jabroni thinks he's a real sandwich artist, don't he? Man, shooting this big gun really parmesan's my prostate, fellas. Ooh, you're gonna make me say something real nasty.
And that's why you don't cut Don Bellavino's lettuce, mumble brother.
I will defibrise you so fast, you'll be stinking twice all night. You hear me? Not once, twice.
Hey, you want to go bowling later?
Yeah, I'll go bowling.
I'll knock down some pins.
I go for some bowling.
Now, we talking bowling? Are we talking bad guy bowling? Well, okay. My hands are tied. I gotta cut your dad in half.
I ain't afraid of nothing. I ain't afraid of death. I ain't afraid of betrayal. I ain't afraid of you. There's one thing I'm afraid of. It's the $5 special down at Deanna's on the corner.
Now, fellas, I know this ain't something we usually talk about, but maybe tomorrow, bada bing, we carpool here. Save the ozone layer.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do you mind if on the way there we stop by the dog park and nail a couple of them to trees? You know, hurt some dogs? I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding, Lenny. I'm bleeding.
Hold on tight. Hold on tight.
I'm not gonna make it, Lenny.
Okay.
Come closer. Come closer.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm sorry, I'm getting blood all over you.
That's okay. It's a lot of blood. What's going on?
Is Sal nearby?
Who?
Sal.
No, he's not.
Oh.
It's just me. It's just you and me.
If you see Sal, I want you to cut him in half for me.
Right in half? Lengthwise?
Right in half.
Or the other way?
The longest way you can. Right in front of the camera.
Okay. You have my word. As God is my witness, I'll cut him from the top of his head down to his very smooth and really good-looking feet.
Thank you, Lenny.
He's got a pair of feet on him, you know?
He does have a pair of feet on him. I'm bleeding so much.
Yeah, you're bleeding a lot.
It just keeps coming out, Lenny.
Yeah. I always wanted to ask somebody this. I don't know if this is the time or place, but can you choose to die, or do you just kind of... Can you feel like if you close your eyes, because people tend to die when they're about to say something nice. Can you choose that, or can you feel like you can kind of like go whenever, or like what?
You know, Lenny, I never thought about it. I never wanted to face it, but in this moment, I can tell you definitively.
Yeah.
Aside from feeling the water line of my own blood reaching up to the tops of my shoulders at this point, even though we're in a warehouse.
Yeah, I capiche.
I can feel.
Now, did you choose that one, or did that just happen?
The Chosen Older Relative. Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. exclusively on Twibbie.
Cooking! And we're back with Cooking on Tiramisu Tuesday. Who's going to take home the $50,000 in prize money? Well, you'll find out momentarily. As is custom on Tiramisu Tuesdays, both of our contestants have been given identical kitchens and identical ingredients with which to craft their finest tiramisu creations. And halfway through the process, we will introduce the secret special ingredient that both contestants must make use of in order to qualify to win. Whoever makes the best tasting tiramisu this Tuesday wins the prize. Judged by yours truly, Chuck Cutberry. Let's begin.
Honestly, I've been really pleased with all these ingredients. They seem very, very high quality. I'm just sort of layering my lady fingers now, working on the coffee or the espresso. I'll pour that in. It seems to be going okay. Yeah, actually, it's pretty smooth sailing. I honestly feel like I'm gonna have leftover time extra. Maybe I'll make something else. Maybe I'll make a panna cotta or something. I don't know. There's so much extra time, really. I'm just kind of zipping along. Honestly, no complaints whatsoever.
You know, tiramisu is one of my favorites, actually. This is actually one of the recipes that I used to cook with my kids. It was great. We would do it every Friday night, and we would make my wife this delicious tiramisu, and we would all watch a movie together. But I'm running into a couple snafus. I think there may have been some kind of a mistake. All of my eggs are hard-boiled already, so I can't. It's tough to use those for tiramisu, but I'm making it work. I can't find whipped cream anywhere. There's only sour cream, which they're in whipped cream container for somehow, and no coffee. The only grounds I have been able to locate so far are in the compost. So if I can't figure something out soon, I'm just gonna have to rinse and repeat with those. But it's coming together. I'm staying positive. My wife and kids are on the mind. I hope they're watching me from the motel. I don't know if we get cable anymore there. I have to make this work for my family. Make this tiramisu just like I always used to.
Am I cooking for anyone today? I don't know, not really. Kind of just cooking to cook. Yeah, I don't know. The notoriety and the bragging rights would be really great, especially among all my chef buddies. Trying to get nominated for another James Beard, which would be great. and this would only help. So yeah, I'm not really cooking for anybody. Tiramisu is kind of, I don't really like it very much, and this is kind of pedestrian, but whatever. I'm here to cook.
I want to thank the doctors who gave me this flexible cast on my hand. I broke 2 fingers helping a dog out of a storm drain yesterday before coming back to finish shooting. And tasting the food has helped me because I've been lightheaded. I donated blood at a children's hospital this morning, and I'm regaining my strength. And the stars are lining up. Things are falling into place, even though nothing started where it was supposed to. I just want to give a shout out to my wife and kids one more time. I love you, Karen. Give all the kids a kiss from me.
Yeah, I was actually supposed to be doing like a 3-week-long trip through Vietnam, and then we were going to go to Laos and try really hard to perfect a good pho broth. Mine always just seems to be a little bit off. I'd also like to open up a pho place. And then Laos, just to go there, there's a really rich history and rich culture. But my friends bailed, so yeah, just kind of did this pretty last minute. Actually pretty easy to get on, which is weird.
Okay, it's actually turning around here. I've been adding and tasting as I go, and I think I'm coming out with a product that's actually it might make it. I think I might have a chance at actually winning this. All of my lady fingers were broken, but I was able to get them all stuck back together. I've form-fitted all of the ingredients, and now it's just the last taste touches to make sure that I can get these flavors in right. It's tough with what I'm working with here, but I think it's coming along. This whole experience, it's just been eye-opening, and I'm not trying to like brag on TV or anything, but it's really made me realize that I am able to work with things even when I am not in the most ideal situation. I feel like I have a knack for taking something that is wrong and making it right. And so I'm feeling really good and confident about this.
As the temperatures rise in the oven, so too do my expectations for our competitors' tiramisu here on Cookin'. But it wouldn't be Cookin' if we didn't incorporate a little spice to shake things up. I'm holding 2 identical baskets containing secret ingredients that our 2 contestants must incorporate into their tiramisu before the day is out and the prize money is awarded here on Cookin'. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Give me 50 cc's of ibuprofen, stat.
Doctor, I have something to tell you. I have an incurable condition. I'm in love with you.
Actually, there is a cure.
You don't say.
Yeah. Forget about me.
Every Monday night on Twibbie On Demand, catch Monochrome's analysis.
I need him. He's my person. I need her. She's my person. I need them. They're my person.
Drama.
Have you seen Dr. Monochrome?
I haven't, no, and I need him.
I need him too. I have a patient with so much paperwork.
I have a patient that has a second leg. Dr. Monochrome, we need... who's this?
Oh, yes. It's my 3rd secret half-brother.
Hello. Dr. Monochrome, they're not gonna make it.
I'm fine.
I think they're terminal.
Seriously, I feel way better.
How am I gonna tell the family?
I hate this hospital so much.
Out of my way. 50 cc's of pork, champ.
Love.
I saw Wendy and Dr. Monochrome in the break room.
I knew it.
I knew it the whole time.
I knew it too. For a little longer, I bet.
Anyways, I gotta go. I've got a very nice person who's dying.
Okay, sounds chill. Later.
You know I can't, because I'm dark and twisty inside.
Benadryl.
Dr. Monochrome, I called the medicine store and they're all out of medicine. What do we do?
Oh, do you mean this medicine?
Yes.
I have it.
Thank you.
My persons. I need them. They're my peoples. My peoples. They're my persons. My beep beep. They're my boop boop.
Drama.
Dr. Monochrome, I've gone through all of the paperwork and I can't find a single... Who's this?
Oh, yes. It's my other secret half-brother.
There sure are a lot of people here who do a heck of a lot of kissing.
Okay.
50 cc's of lip balm.
NyQuil in the daytime.
Dr. Monochrome, the heart rate monitor is falling. What do we do?
Suction.
Suction.
Stabilize.
I need 50 cc's saline solution. We need to get them hydrated. I think they're going to go into shock.
You guys think you're good to wrap this up here? It looks like you got it.
Wrap this up.
You got it under control. Seems like everything's fine. I'm gonna step out. I'll be right back.
Dr. Monochrome, if I might, we're halfway through the procedure and there's a lot of blood.
The flowing sound.
This patient is wide open, Dr. Monochrome.
Really gotta go. Really have got to go.
Where could you need to be?
I gotta go soon.
Go where?
Or it's not gonna be a choice.
Dr. Monochrome, I really don't think Mr. Jones is going to appreciate you walking out in the middle of open heart surgery.
Listen and listen closely. What do you need for a good surgery?
I don't know. A patient?
Zip it.
Okay.
Pay attention. Obviously. 1, a patient. 2,
Suction.
Suction.
Suction helps. 2, instruments to perform the procedure. And 3, a sterile room.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this. Is it going to be a sterile room if I make a big pee-pee mess in my big boy scrubs?
Dr. Monochrome, what did you say?
I either need to go or someone needs to hand me a clamp.
Monochrome's Analysis. Monday nights on Twibbie On Demand.
My beepus. They're my bumpus.
Welcome back to Cookin'. I'm Chuck Cutberry, and I'm here with Chef Naples, Florida. Chef, how are you finding your experience on this Tiramisu Tuesday?
It's actually going extremely well. I've only made tiramisu twice in my life before when I was just starting out at the restaurant. But yeah, it's going fine. I poured myself a glass of Prosecco, just kind of waiting for it. Also making a panna cotta just because I had the time. And I'm also doing a grapefruit granita. So yeah, things are fine.
I must say, the aroma in your kitchen is dazzling.
Oh, thanks.
And I find your progress impressive, Chef Naples. However, I must present to you a small twist in the plans.
Ooh, okay.
Here is your basket containing the secret ingredients that you must incorporate into your tiramisu.
Okay.
Now, why don't you go ahead and open up that basket and show the camera what you've gotten.
Okay. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, hazelnuts. Yeah, I can do something with this easily.
A little bit of a different flavor blended into the tiramisu.
Yeah, I think I'm going to toast the hazelnuts and do a hazelnut brittle, and then I can just do sort of a, I guess kind of like a brittle on top of the tiramisu, maybe sticking out or something, or... Yeah, this is easy, actually. This might actually work out better, honestly, so thanks.
And there should be a second ingredient residing in the bottom of the basket.
Oh, there's a gift card in here for the Cookin' online shop.
Yes.
Oh, that's so nice.
You're welcome, Chef Naples, Florida.
Great.
And best of luck to you.
This is for $600. Wow, great. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll thank you so much.
Oh, and as we approach the kitchen of our other competitor, I hear a lot of commotion. He must be quite busy. Hello, Chef Rolo?
Yes, hello.
Hello, I'm Chuck Cutberry. I'm the judge.
Yes, of course. It's an honor to be speaking with you. Thank you for coming over to chat with me.
It looks like you've got sort of a lot going on in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm just doing what I can.
Now, I don't mean to be rude, but I do smell something that's a little bit poopy. And what might that be?
I'm sorry. I didn't seal the lid on the compost. My apologies. That's taken care of. And hopefully that smell will dissipate soon. I've been a little overwhelmed with senses, so I was kind of nose blind.
I noticed you've got a lot of commotion going on in the kitchen. Are you taking a sort of avant-garde approach to tiramisu?
I wasn't initially, but some of the ingredients didn't exactly work out the way I was hoping. So I'm experimenting.
A problem that has plagued many a foods person time and time again. Sometimes things just don't work out, but you make the best. Am I right, Rolo?
Absolutely. Always make the best.
I've come in to shake things up just a little bit more for you. I've brought a basket containing the secret ingredient that you must incorporate into your tiramisu.
All right.
And now, why don't you open up the basket and show our viewers what you're working with?
Okay. Ooh, wow.
Go ahead and hold that up for the camera.
All right. It looks like 3 kinds of mustard and a beet.
Yes.
Wow, I wonder what Naples is going to do with his.
Well, actually, Naples got hazelnuts and a $600 gift card to the Cookin' online store.
Wow. Hazelnuts would have been great.
At cookin.com/shop.
Yeah.
We'll be back to see how our contestants fare after this commercial break.
Is there a gift card under my beet, or?
Sal's Sauce World. Join us weekdays 10 to 2 for a delicious travel adventure to exotic food destinations. Hosted by the self-proclaimed saucy dog himself, Salvador Solitaro.
Yo, what's up, dudes? It's me, the saucy dog himself, Sal Solitaro, and I'm going to every local joint on human earth and finding me the sauciest snack. Let's take a look. We're here at New York City's newest 5-star Michelin star restaurant, Equinox. And let me get this straight. You serve gold-crusted fried chicken with fresh Italian truffles. Do I capiche?
Oui, monsieur. They are the finest truffles always dug up daily. We actually get them from a local farm in upstate New York, and it is perhaps our most expensive dish on the menu. It is something I'm proud of.
Very exclusive, very, very exclusive.
It is a recipe that my grandmother passed down, obviously without the gold flakes, but you know how we like to add a little bit of flair.
Okay, that all sounds good. Enough of the jib-jab. You know what they say, the proof's in the tasting. Time for the saucy dog himself to take a bite.
And how are you finding it?
You know what? I have one word. Dry, and a bonus word, a little yucky. You know what this needs? A little bit of Sal's sauce.
Monsieur, no, Monsieur, no, what
now
are you
it's
doing?
time for bite number 2.
Oh no, Monsieur.
Now that's what I call
Each of those
a
truffles
saucy bite.
$300.
Time for the next place.
Sacrilege.
Grab my sauce.
I did not like that man.
No.
James, grab my sauce. Let's move it. Welcome back. We're here at Connecticut's hippest and most locally frequented lobster shack. Let's take a look and see if these lobster rolls really hold up to their reputation. You know what I mean? You capiche? Let's head on inside.
The lobsters are fresh caught every morning.
Ship-a-yard.
Nice.
Got our own couple of fishermen out there. Pick them up from the traps.
Take them right out, bud.
Ooh.
No, we don't serve anything that's not
Yeah.
as fresh as it gets.
Sounds pretty cool, dudes. Let's have a little tasty. You know what it tastes like to me? Wet, a little cold, and a little too much like water. You know, you capiche? You know what this lobster roll needs?
That's
A little bit more sauce.
Where did-
You feel me?
Where did you get that? You're not so. Oh,
That ain't our sauce.
no,
No.
I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
Now that's what I call fresh
What's wrong with the butter?
New England lobster covered in Sal's signature sauce.
ruined that perfectly.
Yum yum, eat 'em up.
Yeah, you ruined a perfectly good lobster, kid.
Finishing the whole thing.
That smells horrible.
Man, oh man. Before I had a bite of your lobster roll, after I dunked it in my sweet sauce,
Oh, God.
Oh.
even straight up, it tastes better without all that that weird fish in it.
It's not a fish.
Before I had a bite of your lobster roll, after I dunked it in that
Okay.
sauce I just sipped in front of you twos, there was a guy that would walk around our neighborhood. 15 cents, you could get all the ravioli you want. They were cold as ice. 15 cents, I'd pay this dude, I'd eat the raviolis. And when I would do that, I'd enjoy myself. But guess what? I was a young idiot boy, and now I'm an adult.
Okay.
With the world's 18th best signature sauce collection.
You're gonna have to pay for that.
Bubbing, James, pay the guy. Grab my sauce. Next place. James, get my sauce. Earth to James. Grab my sauce. Couple napkins too, bud.
I'm not joking.
Got
You're
a
gonna
real
have to-
messy mouth, James. James, clean my mouth up.
And here is the tallest plate of our world-famous buttermilk pancakes.
Looks pretty good. Needs a little bit of sauce.
Something we specialize in here is unique Greek yogurts. They're actually full meal replacements because they contain 23 essential vitamins and minerals and
Hey,
a
that
daily
all
dose
sounds
of-
pretty good, but that yogurt could use a little bit of sauce if you're asking me.
I don't see how it. Oh my God.
Nice.
I guarantee that you have never had a donut quite like this. Baked to perfection, topped with delicious frosting and sprinkles. Here you go.
Enough of the jibber-jab. This donut needs a quick trip into the sauce bucket.
Hi, welcome to Circuit City. Can I help you find anything
Now,
today?
politely, just shut up. I'm going to take this iPod, dip it in some sauce. Ooh,
Oh my.
hard to eat. Bet you it'd be harder to eat without all the sauce on it. Sauce kind of loosens it up.
Yo, Spray Tan over here's eating a zoo.
It's Sal's Sauce World, streaming exclusively on Twibbie. Upgrade to Twibbie Max Prime and receive a jar of Sal's all-new self-inspired salsa. Ra-cha-cha. Sal's Sauce World, weekdays 10 to 2, exclusively on Twibbie.
Welcome back to Cookin'. I'm Chuck Cutberry, and the clock has ticked until it has talked, and our contestants are here now to present their final dishes on Tiramisu Tuesday. 2 chefs come in, and one walks out with $55,000. The other walks out with knowing they tried. Our 2 contestants are Naples, Florida, a chef from Des Moines, and Rolo, Dillby, a sad man from somewhere in the Midwest. Now, gentlemen, the time has come to present your tiramisu to me for tasting on this Tuesday. Naples, please lift the cover and present your dish.
Okay, so what I've made here is just your classic tiramisu. And then on the side is just vanilla and coffee panna cotta.
Ooh.
And you might be asking yourself, where are the hazelnuts?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I just felt like they didn't really add much, so I just decided not to use them. But I did make a panna cotta as well, so bon appetit. I hope you enjoy.
The texture is flawless. It is absolutely delectable. And I must say, your decision not to include the hazelnuts is a strong one. I've always maintained that cooking is a lot like jazz music, in that it's often about the flavors you don't include, and it's about breaking the rules, and it confuses some people, and a lot of folks don't appreciate it, but I do, Naples. Grand performance. And it did not escape my notice that you did leave a hazelnut on the table next to the plate.
Yes.
A show of defiance if there ever was one.
Great. I'm very happy you like it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, before I taste, I must see, because food is a sensory experience that tickles and tingles all 5, 6, and even 7 of the senses. Now, show me, Rolo, what have you brought to the table? Lift your cover.
Yeah, well, here we have it. The secret ingredients, they really threw a wrench into things. I had to take a pretty radical approach and just kind of like reinvent the tiramisu. Once I realized that I was going to have to incorporate mustard and beet into my tiramisu, I thought maybe I could do some kind of a dinner spin and do like a savory dessert dinner. So I immediately started boiling some cabbage and a beef stock. I made pretty much like a classic boiled dinner that is shaped around the different flavors and textures of a tiramisu. And I actually cooked some meat as well to add it as a side. So we have kind of a sweet and savory paired together to make a dessert dinner. Here is your boiled tiramisu with mustard dipping sauce.
That is fascinating, Rolo. Absolutely fascinating. And I must commend your dedication to being able to pivot and make difficult decisions. However, at the moment, the difficult decision to make is mine. And unfortunately, I know the answer before I even take a taste. Because, Rolo, tell me, does a dipping sauce constitute as incorporating the ingredients into the meal?
Well, the intent...
If I took some flour and I asked you to incorporate some water in order to make a dough, and you poured me a glass of water and set it next to it on the table, I'd slap you across the face. Twice!
It's supposed to be paired like fish and wine, you know?
One does not pair breading and fish, though. One does not pair the inside of an apple and the outside of an apple. They are incorporated, and that you have failed to do.
I mean,
the one stipulation was that you must incorporate the special ingredient, and you did not. So I'm sorry, Rolo, but we have to hand this one to Naples, Florida.
I'm honored. What a surprise. Wow.
Naples, your tiramisu displays a level of expertise that I have not seen demonstrated since I closed down 7 franchises in the greater metropolitan area of New York. Absolute wondrous.
Wow.
decisions.
Thank you so much. I'm honored. Thank you very much.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about what this victory means to you?
Yeah, it's cool. It's pretty cool to win. I'll use it for some bragging rights and some leverage to get another James Beard, hopefully. We'll probably get it anyways. And I'm going to invest the money into some motels across the U.S., maybe some overseas, but yeah, that's basically it. Probably use it $600. Or I might, no offense, I might put that in one of those gift card things at like a grocery shop or like a Whole Foods or something. I can maybe just use it as a voucher to get some Cotes de Rhone or something, maybe just get some nice wine. I don't really know. Yeah, it's cool though. It's really cool.
And Rolo, what a devastating moment. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're feeling? Coming so close to the finish line and just making that small misstep at the end of missing the secret ingredient.
I'm feeling pretty devastated about it. It's real hard to incorporate mustard into such a sweet dessert. I don't know what I could have done differently, but something, I guess I could have done something differently.
You could have put the mustard inside the tiramisu. That is explicitly what you could have done differently.
I suppose.
You could have put the mustard in it.
I suppose I could have done that. Yeah, I could have just put mustard in it.
Yep, you could have done that. So, Rolo, what are you doing after the show? What is your road forwards in the world of cookingmanship?
Well, I do hope to keep cooking. I guess I'm just gonna go home and spend some time with my wife and kids before I have to go to work. I have a shift in a couple hours. So, I mean, it's been a pleasure being on the show. So thank you. Thank you for this opportunity, really.
Sure, sounds cool. Thank you for joining us on Cookin'. Join us next week as we take 2 new contestants to the height of Mount Everest and see who can boil the best coffee on Cookin', exclusively streaming on Twibbie.
This rebroadcast of Twibbie is made possible by generous support from viewers like you, and also by PodCube. Audio from any time or place, in space, or time, or place. PodCube. The future is yesterday. Powered by podcube.com.
Thanks again for listening to Comedy by Indie Drop-In. If you would like your show featured, reach out to us at Indie Drop-In on all social media or go to indiedropin.com. See you next time.